Right. Yeah, I've got my back cover on now. It's a nice snug bit. I did have to use my knife to trim around the edges of the inner thing, but yeah. Hang on. I have to get this drill out now because it's, yeah, as you can see, it is very snug. Hang on a minute. Right, I've loosened it up a bit, so I should be able to take this out. I had to ream it out a little bit because it was a bit of a, yeah. So, the way the back cover is, I'm not going to be sticking that on permanently. There's actually an external ring that goes on between these two here. I haven't 3D printed that. I don't think I need it actually, but I'll probably 3D print it at some point. But that's just a stress collar that goes all the way around to counteract any centrifugal forces to help to keep everything together so it doesn't fly apart. But I think it'll be alright without it, but I'll probably 3D print those as well. But so the collar, I'll pop this cover off. You can see when I prise it with my fingers, it locks in. Hang on, let's see. It locks in. Look at that. Very tight. To put my finger all the way around. I'll show you how it locks in a minute. I'm going to have to put the phone down a minute. Hang on. Yeah, I couldn't do that with one hand. But the actual rotor assembly, it's got a recess, right? There's a recess, and then there's a protrusion where some perspex comes out. So that interlocks with this on the cover. The cover sits inside that recess to keep it all centered, and then that middle piece here sits. It's a kind of a press fit onto here, and when it's pressed into that, when I squeeze it with my hand, it's not going to go anywhere. Basically, it keeps everything centered, and it keeps this ring centered. So, because this ring hasn't got a center pivot point, it enables me to push this on and twist it and get everything so that it's perfectly lined up and it runs true. And then I can get my magnets out if I need to do. I mean, the magnets themselves, I shouldn't need to take them out, but I mean, it's if I want to add extra magnets, really. But obviously, every time I do that, you have to balance it all out again, because it's gonna, if one magnet's slightly heavier or bigger than the others, then it's going to throw the balance out. So it's really for balancing mainly. That's the reason for the there's a bit of extra space at the back. So what I could do is get steel washers, like can't find it now. Right, for example, I could use a steel washer. I could stick that on a magnet in the back and balance things out so the rotors run through. So that's the main advantage of this, is in fact I can add some steel washers to these magnets at the back to balance everything, and then put the cover back on and put tape around, and I'm safe. You know, there's nothing going to fly off and hit me in the face because it's all sealed. And anyway, the strength of these magnets is so strong. Anyway, I don't think anything is going to achieve escape velocity. So, yeah. Anyway, that's where we're at the moment. I've got to print another one of these. It took 11 hours just to print this one. And it came out really well, as you can see. My bed's got some imperfections in the glass. It seems to have got chips in it. I don't know how that happened. Possibly cooling too quickly or something. But yeah, I got a few chips on the glass bed, and it shows up as imperfections or protrusions on the actual print. Oh well, no worries. I'll probably sand that down. Actually, I'll just lay it on a flat table with some sandpaper and smooth it out, and then acetone treat it to shine it back up again. But it's a shame about those imperfections. Yeah, probably need to replace the glass bed at some point with a new sheet of glass or something. I have to go to glass cutters and explain my requirements. Anyway, that's that for now.